final drive of my 2003 Nissan Frontier. I'm on my way to the dealership to get something cool. Hello, it's Chris and welcome to a review of 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5 Extended Range SEL all-wheel drive.
It ain't got no gas in it.
So this is the Shooting Star Metallic. So the Shooting Star Metallic, the reason I chose this, of course the wind, is because it's different. Why is it different? A lot of the Hyundai Ioniqs are two-tone, and this bar of trim here looks great with this color. Looks more uniform. Charge port opens. Ooh, fancy. Does it close? Ooh, fancy. There's also a button there to close it. The power lift gate, you press and hold. Lift gate. Of course, wind noise. 60/40 fold down split bench. Cargo net. When you remove the cargo net, this is optional. Just clips into 4 hard points here. Fold these little rings out of the way. And you have an emergency release for your charge port. If you can't pull it, you pull this and it manually will pull the charge port open if you're unable to do so, in case of some catastrophic dead battery. Has a mat, it says Ioniq 5. Underneath, it has the standard trunk of an electric vehicle. Not much. You get a tire mobility kit, which is a pump and a bunch of slime. There's a first aid kit that I threw somewhere. And this massive piece of steel that keeps rolling around. It's a tow strap. Oh my god, this thing goes way up there. There we go. And your Hyundai first aid kit in case, I don't know, you cut your finger or whatever. This goes all the way up to all the way up there. So if you can pull this forward and the whole thing comes out for more room. You have a 180 watt 12 volt cigarette lighter, whatever you want to call it, DC plug. You can press and hold the key fob yourself, or you can press this and it'll shut the trunk. Since it's an automatic trunk, you don't just grab it and slam it. Ioniq 5 sill plates, rear cup holder, junk compartment. This is also like a nice junk storage. It's also your grab bar. It's plasticky. The front is padded. In the back, I'm going to get in myself. I am a 6'1" grown-up. Substantial room. I'm not hitting. The seat is back because I drive like a gangster. 2 USB charging ports and cubby storage. Something on there. Dust everywhere. I did not opt for the center pull down storage like my Kia Soul has. So grab handles and also doubles as a clothes hanger. You have a light, LED. Everything's LED lit. So these are the rims. They're like the Hyundai Star brand. They're dirty because I ran through a mud puddle getting here. That's great. They're rocking Michelin 235/55 R19s. You do have an emergency key. This thing will pop out with that button right there. And you can then do that. So here's the front of the trunk. 12 volt, 60 amp hour, whatever battery. Here's your front trunk. There you go. You can fit a small family in there. You can pop this open to get access to your battery, and this is like a cabin air filter and some other crap. Storage, level 1 charger can go in there. Battery coolant and temperature stuff and wiper fluid right here. Of course, master cylinder. Main fuse block with more fuses than anything. These grills right here on the bottom, they do open and close depending on if the battery needs additional cooling capacity. There's little radiators up there, and when you're charging they open also. It does have turning signal guidance and magic sauce everywhere. Inside you have ample room, 7-way power adjustable seat, lumbar support, back heating, butt and sack heating, driver and passenger. Door controls, left and right mirror with adjustment, lock and unlock of course, windows front, windows back, child protection for locking and they can't get out the windows. Doesn't allow them to roll down the windows. Nice feature. This is a little magnetic board. You can stick magnets on it. I don't know. Open your trunk, traction control off, brightness, auto hold, Parking brake, push to release, pull to set, does automatically do it when you put it in gear. I have some fingerprints on here. This is easily fingerprinted, as is your screens, of course. You have a center console, leather, pleather, vegan, whatever, if you're into that. This opens up. This also lifts up. You have massive storage here. You can fit another child probably sitting there. Wireless phone charger. You can put your phone right in there. Once the vehicle's on, it'll start charging. It will also remind you that when you turn the vehicle off by the start-stop button, that you have a phone in the charger. This is just another spot for junk. Cup holders with a sideways phone holder-y kind of thing. I just got my keys sitting in there. Dr. Chris logo. Another 180 watt 12 volt adapter. This is a deep storage pocket up here. It looks like the black hole of death, but here's a camera. There you go. This cord is for your stereo integration Apple CarPlay wired. I just kind of stick it up here with. Now for the good stuff. The glove box. Glove box, substantial. I have all the books in there. It's like a Gone with the Wind kind of thing, and little light up here, LED light. Shut that. Passenger compartment has a dog hair. That's free. And a cup holder. You also have a cup holder here, of course, too. So there's another cup bottle holder. Window controls and door lock and unlock. Of course, seat belts and magic. I like how they have the little Ioniq embroidered stuff up the top here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. These are lights for when it's door or just turning them on. You can also turn them on by swiping your finger and swiping off. Swipe your finger, swipe off. Same for the passenger. Swipe your finger and swipe off. When you open the door, of course, they all come on if I have that button pressed. There we go. When I shut the door, they will go off eventually. And these are, of course, always on. To start said electric car. Yes. Oh, we get some fancy music. Press your foot on the brake and press the start button. Ta-da! Confirm that you're going to obey safety rules and you get greeted with this screen. It's April 6th, 2024. 97 miles, or 97% battery at 271 miles range left. Being the extended range, it gets about 287 to 290 on a full charge. Now that's dynamic because depending on the mode you're in, this has 4 modes. I am in economy. If I press the drive mode button on the steering wheel, I am in now normal. My range just reduced, but I have more power. Oh, there we go. Got the center console of battery, juice, and traction. Press it again. I'm in sport mode, 255 miles, maximum torque, and this will pin you to the seat. This car is almost 400 horsepower. Back to economy so I can get maximum battery life. You have some massive steering wheel controls. This thing is like flying the space shuttle, but once you get used to it, it's very simple. Of course, your normal modes, you can program the mode button or the star button in any Hyundai independently from the mode button and the star button physically on the press buttons here. If I press the mode button, I have customized it to be a nature sound. Fancy. And you can change that by pressing this. Sounds of nature. It comes built in. Press mode again. I can go to FM, AM, XM, or back to the thing. If I press and hold it, it brings up the menu itself. Turn this off. There's my sounds of nature. Ooh, fancy. This is your voice link to the Blue Link or your iPhone if you have it plugged in. Make a call, volume up, volume down. These are also volume up, volume downs for the stereo. This is not a button. This is the button, and this is the button, and they also depress. Horn, normal horn. This is lane assist. This is scary at first until you get used to it, and then you love it. This will tell you how bad of a driver you actually are. This button turns on this little steering wheel right here. This little steering wheel will use radar to get you in the lane right there. You see the little lane thing, and it will keep your car in the center. It doesn't work in all situations where roads like this road doesn't have any lines or the radar can't detect the edge of the road. It's meant to help you on long drives not wobble and stay. It will also take a corner for you. So we'll turn that off by just pressing the button again. all these different pages here are when I press the button, this button here, on this thing. This is your accumulated info, the trip of the car. I've driven it for 8 hours, went 193 miles, averaging 3.2 miles per kilowatt hour. Not bad. I did Florida a couple times. Trip, 3 minutes, because I just drove up the street. After recharging, I went 3.1 miles, 14 minutes, 5.6 miles per kilowatt hour. Pressing the button again, I have a compass, and that's all I have. Pressing the button a third time, I have the power distribution mofo that tells me A, miles per hour, B, how much power I'm applying or how much regen I am applying. We'll get into that in a second. The battery pack and how much torque is being applied per wheel, per motor, front and rear motor, all-wheel drive. So you have a motor here, motor here. My brake is on, that's fine. To engage the vehicle in a gear, this is a stock that turns. This chrome thing actually turns. It'll say, press your foot on the brake. So you press your foot on the brake, and then you click it, it's in neutral. If I press it in reverse, the camera comes on. I have an overhead view camera, and I have a rear view camera. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare, but there you go. You'll hear a binging, and you'll hear a warp whine. That's something new for 2024s. Hear the bing? There's external speakers that will amplify a sound. To go into park, you put the car in neutral by twisting this to N. Oops, too far. And then you press the park button right here. The electric back brake is automatically applied for your emergency parking brake, and you just let off the accelerator to turn the car off. Just press the button. It tells you where you went, what you did. Magic is happy, and then the car shuts off. You open the door, check your rear seats. Uh-oh, I left the child back there. Wireless device is in the charger. Oh crap, there it is. Okay, starting the car again. Back to your screens. The main bulk of your touchy-feely fingerprints are going to be here in this area. I have to keep wiping down. It's like a rubbery plastic, but it's not. If they're like, and I don't know what it is. Is this vegan leather? But anyway, that's what that is. It's like some poor man's Alcantara. But yep, it gets fingerprints and dirty real quick. The rest of the dash is like a vegan rubber plastic hard whatever. Speaker here, some vents here for defrost, a little speaker here, vents and more vents, and there's a vent, there's a vent, there's a vent, and there's a vent. Vents everywhere. Physical buttons on the dashboard. Of course, EV start stop. Stereo on. I have it on my sounds. I can change the display what it does. Right now it's just on the home screen. Climate, of course. Press climate. Physically press the button. It brings up the computer screen of all stuff. By default, it has automatic dehumidify, smart ventilation, defrog, auto defog. When your car gets hot or cold, it'll turn itself on to keep it mold-free, fresh air, and not humidity. And if it gets too hot, it'll kind of automatically cool it if it is plugged in. I'm charging my phone right now. Front warmer, of course, is your butt, which is accessed by pressing the warmer button here. These are your heated seats. Levels burn your butt off to nice and toasty to hold it there, buddy. Perfect. Passenger has independent controls also. This button right here is heated steering wheel. And I will tell you what, I've never had a heated steering wheel, but boy, they are something sweet. I don't have to have the cabin heat on at all. I can turn the heated seat on one and the heated steering wheel. I'm good to go. My whole back is warmed up and my whole butt is warmed up. If you press this again, it'll return you to your home screen. If you press this again, you're here. Press it again, you're back to where you are. Swiping this to the right, because it has 3 pages, you have a massive screen of stuff. On that screen is your EV. Tells you about your car. I have 2.4 miles to my next charger. I can drive 271 miles. My next departure, I can do smart settings for electric use, and if I'm scheduling a drive, which I'm not, press this button here at the top. It will tell me my range. You can see where about in Pennsylvania I am, right north of the Maryland line. And I can drive all the way to the middle of the Atlantic Ocean or almost Columbus, Ohio. And I can zoom into that and move around and set various things, and that's great. Back to the home screen. Navigation voice on all.
Guidance is at this volume.
There you go. Automatic volume priority, because depending on your speed, it turns itself up or down. Menu, you can say EV range, nearby info, turn the display off, save your config, nearby points of interest, what's around me, EV charging stations, gas stations, I don't know why that's here, parking, cafes, fast food, restaurants, your mom, grocery stores, convenience stores, banks, hospitals, police stations, community, roadside assistance. I want an EV charger. Where can I charge my car? Oh, right there, Powder Mill Road. Touch it, sets a distance. There's two available. They're on AC. Click it. It'll tell me right where to go. And I set a destination. Bob's your uncle. We're charging. There's 30 near me, which is cool. I have a home charger too. Pressing the home again. That was map. Navigation menu is a little different than map. You will just, again, search for Westchester, Pennsylvania. That's the Commodore Business Machines. If I want to go there, set as destination. There we go. Fastest or economical. It's searching. 1 hour, 38 minutes. I'll burn 69 miles. 271 left, sitting here. Plenty of room.
Guidance will start now.
Yeah, great. I don't want to go there. Route canceled. That's how you use navigation. Phone, of course.
Turn Bluetooth on from your device in order to...
Yep. Great. I have Wi-Fi in this car. It has its own wireless access point based off of my BlueLink subscription. It's hosted by Verizon. I don't have my CarPlay plugged in. So if you turn climate on, of course, we have the full climate menu, which is available right here. You can set it for automatic. I have it for 70. You can sync it for driver and passenger if they are different features. Lots of functions here. Heat, the mode is controlled here. So if I'm in auto, if I hit mode here, feet and defrost, front and your face and floor. Also controllable via here. So the climate control and the stereo are controlled here and here. 70 degrees Fahrenheit. You can switch it to communist if you are. Map and nav buttons are physical, as is media. Star, you can customize yourself. I have mine on my EV, 271 if I turn the air off, 265 with it on. I have the air conditioning on. This is your tune button. This is your rear camera, of course. I'm going to see what he's doing behind me. Nothing. This is parking assist. If I turn this off, I won't get beeps about parking and running into stuff. The camera view also has a close-up of how close I am to the bumper of my car. Don't know if you can see that very well because of the glare, but that's the camera settings. There's so many things to do. Warmer is, of course, your butt, which is the same as pressing warmer. Valet mode is a nice feature. You have a pin that you set up. It will allow nobody to use the features of the car, like your contacts, your info, anything that you have saved, navigation points, charging favorites, addresses, to do that. So that's great. So then, all right, so let's cancel that. So that's valet mode. Quiet mode reduces the back speakers of the vehicle, so it only plays audio on the front in case you have some sleeping kids. HD radio data is based on your XM or BlueLink satellite subscription to show you Doppler radar or traffic if you buy it. There's never any info. I don't ever have anything with it. It will display accidents, road construction, kind of like what Waze does, or Apple Maps or Google Maps in there. And of course you have a third page, which is your radio. Betty Davis eyes. XM satellite radio is included. I already have a subscription in my other car that I'm going to transfer. AM, FM, presets, blah, blah, blah. Also available by pressing the media button here. You can choose AM, FM sound. If I plug a USB device in, it is available here. Sounds of nature comes with the car. Lively forests on a sailing ship. Experience the universe. Moments of meditation. Rainy day. Warm fireplace. And that's about it. Press it to turn off. BlueLink is my BlueLink subscription, which comes with Hyundai, which allows me to use my phone. We'll go over in a minute. It's got a calendar and the weather. It's 46 degrees today and overcast. Yeah, diagnostics of the vehicle in check in progress. Leaving the screen will cancel. Great. Maintenance, your maintenance schedules for your car. 7,000 miles till my next checkup. I don't have to do an oil change. I guess they're just going to check it up. BlueLink settings and user's manual. So when I go into setup here, it's got even more stuff. So set up your vehicle, all your forward safety alerts, driver attention, parking safety, blind spot, driver warning, forward safety, smart cruise control, scare the crap out of you. It will follow a car at a certain speed, and if anything happens, it'll reduce or accelerate to keep match with that speed based on the speed you set. Driving mode, of course, climate control and eco. Brake mode is normal. I forgot about that. Illumination, you can set a theme. You can change all these colors. You can reset them. You can have a welcome sound when you get in and out of the car. It's kind of annoying, so I'm going to turn that off. Climate, recirculate air, automatic stuff that we were going over earlier. Lights. How many times you want your turning signal to flash if you just click it? 1, 2, 3. So you don't have to click it, you just touch. High beam assist reduces high beam if you forget to turn them off, and your butthole with these LED high beams automatically turns them off. Nope. See? Boom. Exterior lights will stay on for 15 seconds after you leave the vehicle with the ignition off and the doors closed. It's a safety feature. Door, I have it to approach to unlock, so my doors automatically unlock when I get near it. You can also have it auto unlock when you shift to park, the emergency brake, and auto lock the doors. You can set smart lift gate, which I have turned off. If you walk to the back of the vehicle, the trunk opens, but I walk around my car all the time. So yeah, and I enable and disable. I have enabled the remote window control functions. Digital key allows me to use my phone as a key, and it's NFC, and I didn't set that up on my everything yet. Convenience, rear occupant alert. It lets you know if you forgot some kids. I just leave everything on. Wireless charging, you can disable or enable here. That was just the vehicle section. Then you have an EV subsection. Setting your charge limits. This is 1 day old, so it's still on 100%. AC charging current, you can stop it. Battery conditioning mode is automatic. It'll raise temperature, lower temperature. It does shorten to keep the battery to a certain pack. It does shorten your driving mode, because out of a utility mode you turn on, you can power your devices like if you're camping, and you can plug in the charge connector to get a 120 volt plug. Smart system regeneration, I have it on level 2. You can do level 1, which is like a normal gasoline engine lifting off the gas and the engine slowing down feel. Strong will really regenerate, but it is literally like hitting the brakes, and your tail lights do come on medium or strong. Charging lock connector automatically locks, so people can't unplug your charger while it's charging. You can always leave it locked and unlock when you unlock your doors, which kind of works like that anyway. And do not lock, don't do anything. Voice prompts, it does tell you when the vehicle's charging. It'll say charging. Navigation, you have preferences for your vehicle speed. Show the vehicle speed on the map screen. Take it off if your wife is with you. Traffic colors, traffic info, point of interest icons. You can say auto display when a charge is needed. Any parking stuff. I don't care about restaurants, fast food, cafes, convenience stores, shopping. I don't care about any of that. I just want charging places. And then guidance, route option. I mean, it gets deep, guys. Location. I was looking for a voice control, show route and navigation, voice guidance near destination, alerts, camera alert distance. You can set the alert based on speed cameras. You can say, hey, let me know a while back, so I have it at a 1/4 mile. Map preferences, map mode, size, font, what color you want your vehicle. Mine's of course in the blue, because they don't have purple. Auto scale, I just left the default. You can zoom it in extra. Nav automatic features, it automatically recenters the map after viewing other locations. Return to map timing off. I'll set it for 20 seconds in case I'm out of a menu, it goes back. And any user data import or export you want to off thumb drive. GPS information tells you your satellite crap. That was just to there. Sound preferences, of course, you can adjust the sound, the position, the tone, the radio noise, anything like that. Device connections, if I have a phone plugged in, Bluetooth connection, anything like that, it's going to tell me about that. User profile, me, my driving selection. There's a button 1 and button 2 down here somewhere where I can assign a key fob to another person, and my seat settings, everything, power seats, adjustments, steering, braking, regen, everything is set for that driver, either on the 1 or 2 button or the physical key fob here, or you can manually choose it. I just have me, so that's it. Voice recognition, same thing. Screen layout, you can customize all of the screens. I have mine on automatic. Link to drive mode, screensaver, none, digital clock, analog clock. I'll do a digital clock. When the screen's off, it'll show the time. Split screen, you can choose what you want to show. Weather calendar, compass. I don't give a shit about the compass or a calendar or weather and clock. Great. So that was screen layout. Now display, brightness, blue light filter. At nighttime, it will dim down. It's almost black at night. It's great. Camera settings, extended rear view mirror, parking line, guidance, brightness, contrast. The rear view mirror here, is also auto dimming. You have 3 home link controls. I have my garage doors linked to these things, or garage door. This plastic shielding right here above the rear view mirror is, of course, a camera light. It's some science stuff. Button. The button is the star button. Star button physically here. Star button physically sort of digitally here. What you want it to do. I just have it going to the EV screen. And the steering wheel button I have going to the media. Oh, wait a minute. No, star button goes to EV screen. Mode button on the steering wheel I have go through the sounds of music, USB, FM, AM, whatever. Phone projection you can do too. Steering wheel up or down buttons are presets. And the volume knob, of course, is volume and power. And if you click it, it's browse a map in and out on the right side. So these guys or these guys. So that's button. Data network, of course, is your blue link and Wi-Fi hotspot. Enable Wi-Fi hotspot is Ioniq 5 and my password. So check this out. Now, if I go to my phone, there's my Ioniq 5. It's going to sync 29 minutes ago. It'll talk in a second. If I can get my fat finger onto this button, it'll tell me I have 265 miles left, 97% battery. My doors are locked. The charger's not connected. I can lock, unlock, climate start, climate stop, beep the horn, flash the lights, my location, I'm parked, the vehicle health, valet mode inactive, and make a payment. There's also other features on this that I'm not going to go into because it's got personal information on. You got automatic headlights, lights, auto, parking lights, or on. Of course, click towards you to beam and push forward to high beam and pull to off. Turn them off. Turning signal right, turning signal left, just like a normal vehicle. Massive hazard light right here. Great. Let's get back into a regular screen here. And we're going to get out of here. So pressing my foot, putting it in drive, wait for the brake to go, and we're going to go. This car has a auto drift, unless you're in I-pedal mode, which I'll get into in just a second. So these paddles right here, these are your regen control. Over here, this is increasing. Level 2, level 3, and now I-pedal. If I let off the gas, this car does not move. I-pedal is one pedal driving. I will press the accelerator, the car will move. If I lift off, the car will stop. It brakes it via regen. So I'll press the accelerator, and I will lift. The brake lights come on, the car stops pretty quick. Now, since I'm not pressing since I'm not pressing the brake pedal, I'm going to click this into level 3, level 2, level 1, or off. If it is off, once I press the gas, this car will just drift. It's not regenning, so I'll click it in level 1. It's a slight regen, but it's nothing major. These are angled speed bumps. So the car is just drifting down this hill, level 1. So I'll hit level 2. It's regenning level 2 at 10 miles per hour. My brake lights are on, and it's charging my car a little bit. 271 miles. I turned the air off. You'll notice it is whisper quiet in here. The car is also making a warp noise. Oh, come on, windows. Listen. You hear that? It's like an outside speaker whine of a warp noise. Now Now I'm in economy mode. Tells me my speed limit in the graveyard is no speed limit because you're in a graveyard. I just use this facility to fly my drones and also do a car review. Here's some mud that'll get all over my car. Benefit of a gray car is you don't have to wash it as much because it doesn't show the dirt. This is a beautiful place, by the way. It's all no tombstones. It's like the flat ones, and that's a cornfield, believe it or not. Not owned by them. And they have some nice monuments here and there, pictures of religious figures and really bad roads. But it's a nice, relaxing place where nobody bothers you. We'll go up this way. This warp noise that I chose will go off at 25 miles an hour. It's to let people know that there's a car that is silent, doesn't make any noise. Watch. And then you have enough tire noise where it doesn't. But it is louder the closer you are to 25. And I think it sounds awesome. I love it. It sounds cool. And it has a backup beep. Like a little bing, 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 ever so slightly when you're reversing. Show you what level 3 looks like. We're gonna get to 25, and I'm just gonna lift. I'm not touching anything. So it will slow me down. My brake lights are on, but I'm not hitting anything, and you can see the power going back in. Level 3 is your most aggressive besides the iDrive pedal or the 1-foot pedal. And I'm still accelerating a little bit with maximum regen on. So it's not gonna stop you unless you're in iPedal or just press the brakes. We're gonna go into sport mode. So we're in sport mode, your dashboard will turn red. We're gonna travel to Mexico here. Okay, we're in Mexico right now. And here we go. There we go, 60 seconds, 60 miles per hour in Mexico in a couple seconds. Maximum regen. I just lost 2 miles doing that. So you don't want to punch it all the time. Cool, huh? There's the bane of my existence, the freaking Subaru. And even in economy mode, the acceleration is wonderful. If you drive a Subaru, I'm sorry, I can't stand your vehicle or the way you drive. They're usually the mental or the elderly. So here's a prime example. I'm backing up. There's my trash can. Oh, you can see it. Glare. Yep. There's my trash can. If I get closer, oh no, I'm gonna hit it. It'll freak out. Uh-oh. And of course, at that time, I will say, put it in park. Yay. So that was 1% of my battery. I still have 268 miles of range. I had the air conditioner on the whole time, and we punched it in Mexico. The reason I bought this car is I was burning over $800 a month in fuel, and this costs $750 a year in fuel. So, yes, this car payment's expensive. This thing gets 5.6 miles per gallon. We don't drive that because that's the wife's. That's the Kia Soul with 125,000 and out of warranty miles now that just got back from hitting a deer. So that's fixed. And then I hit another deer, or a deer hit me. It's on the door. It's okay. But this thing gets 20-ish miles per gallon. Sometimes I can get 30. And as soon as I hit the gas, it's 22 again. I drive extensively for work. I have a 120-mile commute anyway. Do the math. There's a fly on my hood. So how much does this thing, gosh, the payment's got to be outrageous. It's pretty damn high. It's as high as this car and that car was when I was making payments on them.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
If I fill it up from 0 to 80, which is about what I'm going to run it at for battery longevity, it's maybe $8 if I use daytime. So $8 a tank or $50 a tank. Gas is over $4 here in Pennsylvania at this time in 2024 when I'm recording this. So it gets 99 miles per gallon or 88 on the highway and 110 in the city at 34 kilowatts per 100 mile. Shooting Star metallic, and it's not a good day. Okay, it's a gray day here. It's metallic-y. Charging doohickey. Press and hold, or do it through your app. There's your battery state. Mine's full. This is your DC fast charge. You pull this out. This is my level 1 charger. There's a rubber cap you got to take off to get to this. This plugs in here like this. It'll lock. Charging started. Lock my door, she's charging. That's it. Now it'll drop it to the whatever percentage. That can do 110 through 240 up to 48 amps. Cool. That's for your level 2 home charger. Anybody want to buy a Firebird? I need the spot in the garage. Real cheap. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something.
What do you know from funny, you bastard?